So very happy to welcome you all for the unit number 2 of session number 2, so called effective presentation skills. So very happy to welcome, because the first session, of course, you would have learned the base of presentation, okay, why it is important and what is its definition and other factors, right? So even in this session we are going to have a chain of the first one, as well as I'm going to take over from there, right? So that is what the preview of this session is all about. And finally, to conclude, once after this unit 2 is completed, of course everybody will start improving your presentation skill. So that is what I would like to give it to you all, and make sure that you follow with us then and there, so that you can clear your doubts, by which you can improvise your presentation skills. And one thing I would like to put it over here is, small things makes a big difference. So we are going to look into a session by which even a small things matters a lot. So why, how, and how it's going to give it off. So that is what we are going to look into much of it, right? Come, let's get in the session in order to make our presentation an effective one, right? Yes. So a definition. So what is the definition? Definition is nothing but a mean of what is that, okay? So here a presentation is a mean of communication, okay? So it deals with the communication which has a base tool of communication, which can be adapted to various speaking situations, okay, which can be adapted to various speaking situations. So you have to look into each and every word, because every word means a lot here, okay? So talking to a group, addressing a meeting, or briefing a team. So three different scenarios we have given. Talking to a group is just like a talking, and then addressing a meeting. So addressing a meeting, it's all about the facts and the topic or the current issues what you're going to speak. It's going to be specific. So talking is to a group is general, here it is specific. And briefing a team, so briefing a team is something, a standard rules and regulations which cannot be altered. So you can see three different triangle emotions over here. So that is what presentation, and even more, of course, public speaking. So there are many sessions are available, okay? So presentation is all about using communication as a tool to provide to the opposite person, so that they can understand relevant to the topic or general to the topic, or sharing the standard informations, which is so called truth, okay, the universal truth we call it as, right? And I would like to give it to you all a simple sample for you all, okay? Simple sample, yeah, it's a nice combination. So simple sample presentation for you all, because you can see that, I mean, if you can zoom it up, or you can take a screenshot, or you can scan it off, you can see that I've used different templates, okay? Templates are a visual aids. So I'll talk about this, that visual aids in the upcoming classes, because visual aids will give you that clarity or that attracting power, okay? So even though your presentation is not matching to the level of the audience, your at least your visual aids should match, okay? Let's see what is that, how it is plays a major role, how it's going to play a major role in making a presentation effective way, right? So that is what we are going to look into it. So what are the 4 steps in order to make the presentation effective? So it's plan, it's prepare, it's practice, and present. So these are the 4 different methodologies in order to make a presentation effective. So let's look into what is that. Planning. So planning is nothing but, like, even though it's an individual planning, but of course if you can brainstorm your ideas with others, and even if they can share their idea with you, so that is what the power of planning. So you can see that I've shown an image, because I want to show you a point that image speaks a lot, okay? Picture speaks a lot. Of course in the previous semester you would have done CC, creative skills for communication. The same I would like to give it over here, because I feel that even a picture, even a small things makes a big difference. So that is what I'm giving it to you all. So you can see the picture, like if it is separated, it is of different sign, but if it is joined together, it gets a shape, okay? So can you understand the clarity? If you always wanted to, if you're always been selfish, if you always want to be a single oriented way of thinking, then that's not going to give you a big deal of things, okay? So when you explore, okay, when you sit with other people, if you share and if you get knowledge, of course you will get the clarity of explosion, okay, about what is next I should do. So what is the current one, and what is the attractive part, and other factors, okay? So when you're doing a presentation, you have to do a planning. So what are the planning methods? Who is your audience? You have to know who is your audience. you have to know why they are, okay, what is the reason for the arrival. It is because of the topic or because of your flow or because of the I mean free of cost or something. You have to know what is that main reason where audience are coming in. So what is your goal? So what is your goal? Because audience have come, so what you want from the audience or what you want to deliver to the audience, okay. How long will it be? So the session flow, maximum you will be getting maybe as a beginner, of course you will be getting 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes or max 15 minutes, not more than that. Maybe as the future you can upgrade yourself, okay. So but this is what the standard time. So where will it take place? Of course place matters, whether it is in school, college or in a corporate or in a separate public forum. So you have to know which place it is, because based on that also you have to plan. So it's not that preparing a session and going there and doing it. You have to know who are there, right? And then next one is all about prepare. So you can see that I've shown again an image. So can you guess what is that? It's all about 1, 2, 3. Okay, no issues. I'll let you all. So what is the concept I planned here is, there is a paper and a pen is there. So that will allow you to prepare. But mind, okay, but mind and body orientedly. So I want you all to get prepared. So what is that? How to prepare your mind and body together, and you can get prepared for the session. So you can see that I have kept an empty cup. Your mind should be like an empty cup. So what happened? I know a monk who said a famous quote that like your mind should be empty cup. If your mind is like filled of materials or knowledge, then of course if you want to learn new things, that will not be stored. Only the old things will be stored in your mind. So that is what the very important and the powerful factor I would like to put it over here. So he has mentioned that, so whenever you are learning something, learn and start applying in your life. That will become your practice. So that will not be in your mind at all, that will be into your practice. So if you keep everything in your mind, yeah, I know, and if you keep it in your mind, then of course that will not go out of your mind, that will be staying in your mind, that's it. And whatever new information if you are learning, your mind will not accept that learning process. So make sure that you're keeping an empty cup of mind so that you can gain more energy, right? Yes. So what are the important points? So the important points is all about the structure, prompt, visual aids, voice, appearance, style and questions. So let's see what is that and why it is so important in the upcoming sessions. So by which I'm stopping this session, we'll continue in the next session of the same class 1, okay. So if you have any doubts, because I'm breaking the session of class 1 into various parts, so that you can understand, so that you can get the clarity of it, plan and prepare and practice, okay. So if you have any doubts, you can ask us in the online live session. So after this PPT voiceover session which is going to happen, so come, let's get the learning. Thank you all. Meet you all in the next session of unit 2. Bye bye.